Hey guys, what is up? The Brick is Awesome here to bring you a DVD review of Viva la Raza, the Eddie Guerrero story. Um, First off, I want to say that I really liked Eddie Guerrero, when he wrestled. Even though I was really young, when I saw him, he was still very good. He brought a lot to the table for WWE and all the promotions he worked for. He was a very charismatic man. I really liked him, so rest in peace, the late Eddie Guerrero. But it's a 3-disc set, and the first disc on this is just his WCW and ECW days, and the last 2 discs are his WWF/WWE days. So let's get started. Disc 1, Hardcore TV, April 8th, 1995, ECW World Television Championship match, Too Cold Scorpio versus Eddie Guerrero. I give that 3.5 stars. It was a really good match to start off the DVD. Eddie Guerrero won. Hostile City Showdown, April 15th, 1995, ECW World Television Championship match, Eddie Guerrero versus Dean Malenko. Wow, this match was absolutely crazy. I thought it was just so awesome what they did. It was called on a 30-minute time limit, and that's how good it was. But I gave that 3.5 stars. And if you heard that noise in the background, it was Spinnernet1 sending me messages through Skype. Next, Starrcade, December 27th, 1995, Eddie Guerrero versus Shinjiro Otani. It was for that World Cup that WCW did versus Japan. It wasn't a very good match. I gave that 2.5 stars. Sorry if the camera's moving, because I'm trying to hold it with one hand while reading what I wrote for the ratings on these matches. Hog Wild, August 10th, 1996, U.S. Championship match, Ric Flair versus Eddie Guerrero. I gave that 3 stars. It was kind of a slow match. It picked up kind of. So that was 3 stars. SuperBrawl, February 23rd, 1997, U.S. Championship match, Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Jericho. The one thing that pissed me off about this match was that the crowd did not give one shit. Excuse my language, but they didn't care for this match, even though it was a really, really good match. I gave it 3.5 stars. Nitro, November 10th, 1997, WCW Cruiserweight Championship match, Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. It wasn't as good as their Halloween Havoc match. Their Halloween Havoc match was such a good match, I thought. Probably one of their best matches between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, and that's where Rey Mysterio, in Halloween Havoc, where he was in that purple jumpsuit thing. It was really weird, but their Halloween Havoc match was a really good match. So I gave that 3 stars. Starrcade, December 28th, 1997, WCW Cruiserweight Championship, Eddie Guerrero versus Dean Malenko. It was slightly not as good as their first match for the ECW Championship, but it was still really good, so I gave that 3 stars. Slamboree, May 17th, 1998, Eddie Guerrero versus Ultimo Dragon. They've had better matches, 2 stars. I'm not going to give a much explanation on that. Nitro, August 3rd, 1998, Juventud Guerrero versus Eddie Guerrero. I gave that 2.5 stars. Once again, they've had better matches on in previous occasions. So, I gave that 2.5 stars only because it wasn't a very good match. Thunder, June 24th, 1999, Eddie Guerrero versus Psychosis. I didn't like this match. Some people disagree with me, and, when I tell them that this match wasn't very good, they thought, it was like a 3-star match. I didn't think so. It wasn't a very good match, in my opinion. Disc 2, where we move on to his WWF/WWE days. Raw, April 3rd, 2000, European Championship match, Chris Jericho versus Eddie Guerrero. I don't think it was anywhere near their first match for the U.S. title on this DVD, but still pretty good. Gave it 2.5 stars. SmackDown, June 8th, 2000, King of the Ring qualifying match, Eddie Guerrero versus Matt Hardy. I liked this match. It was good, but it could have been better. But once again, it was just a King of the Ring qualifying match, so you can't expect much out of that. I give that 2 stars. Backlash, April 23rd, 2002, WWE Intercontinental Championship match. RVD versus Eddie Guerrero. Good match. Just like I've said in, with Psychosis and other matches, not as good as others, but still pretty good. I gave that 3 stars. Raw, April 29th, 2002, WWE Intercontinental Championship match, Eddie Guerrero versus Jeff Hardy. Good match, I thought, very good. Gave that 3 stars. SmackDown, September 26th, 2002, no disqualification match, Edge versus Eddie Guerrero. If you have not seen this match, I really, I want you to go check that out. It is such an amazing match. Eddie Guerrero got a standing ovation from the crowd afterwards, and even after he lost, and that is very rare to see, that the fans show appreciation for how much pain and how much hard work they do to please the crowd. Excuse me. But that was 4 stars, an amazing match. Backlash, April 27th, 2003, WWE Tag Team Championship match, Los Guerreros versus Team Angle. 3 stars. It was good. Nice paced match. Of course, Team Angle is not in WWE anymore. They got the boot there. But yeah, SmackDown, September 11th, 2003, Latino Heat Parking Lot Brawl, John Cena versus Eddie Guerrero. 3 stars on that. They both got their heads smashed through like a windshield, and it was amazing. And Eddie Guerrero burned John Cena with a cigarette lighter. That was pretty funny. Eddie Guerrero went over, in this match, and before that, for the match, like they do with every match here, they have someone talk about the match, whether it be the person he faced or someone else. But they had John Cena talk, and John Cena said, he cut promos on Eddie where, he couldn't just say that, where he could not say that stuff on TV today, or nobody could say that on TV today. And he's right. I mean, some of that stuff he said was just completely, when he was saying to Eddie Guerrero, it was racist, and John Cena, Dr. Thugonomics, was awesome, but 3 stars on that. Royal Rumble, January 25th, 2004, Eddie Guerrero versus Chavo Guerrero. Kind of a stupid match, 2.5 stars on that. No Way Out, February 15th, 2004, WWE Championship match, Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar. God, man, this was a great match. Everybody was like, this is going to be kind of a crappy match because Eddie Guerrero is so much smaller than Brock Lesnar, and everybody expected Brock Lesnar to just to go over on Eddie Guerrero because such his big stature, and no one expected Eddie Guerrero to win, but Eddie Guerrero did, and it was such a good match. It flowed and it synced, and I gave that 4 stars. SmackDown, March 18th, 2004, WWE Championship match, Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. Gave that 3 stars. They've had better matches. Judgment Day, May 16th, 2004, WWE Championship match, Eddie Guerrero versus JBL. 4 stars on this, and oh my god, Eddie Guerrero gushed so much blood. It was amazing. That, you will see that much blood, that you will not see that anywhere in WWE today. I don't care what happens, whether they accidentally get cut open or not. He was just gushing so much. And yeah, but I give that 4 stars. SmackDown, July 15th, 2004, Steel Cage match for the WWE Championship match. For the WWE Championship, Eddie Guerrero versus JBL. I gave that 4 stars. Sorry if I'm rushing, guys. I'm about to, because my battery's about to die on this. So I gave that 4 stars. SmackDown, April 14th, 2005, WWE Championship Series, Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. I gave that 3 stars. It could have been better, but it was just a qualifying match. SmackDown, September 9th, 2005, Steel Cage match, Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. It was a pretty good match, I thought. No Mercy, October 9th, 2005, World Heavyweight Championship match, Batista versus Eddie Guerrero. 2 stars. This did not sync and flow like it did with Brock Lesnar. So that was my DVD review, guys. Check it later.